Oh, the kissing must have been good though.
The kiss was outstanding, man, because you know women they kind of go where men where we lead them to. So you know I'm more of a kissy Philly type guy when it comes to the ladies. So you know when I do that to them, they more inclined to, I guess, you know, open up or whatever it is, whatever I bring out of them. So I've never had a whack sexual part ever.
Okay.
Ever.
Ben Richards, you believe in the kiss though, man? The kiss good.
Pop girls my whole life.
I'm happy you said it, not me.
I can kind of agree with a little bit of like what Jim was saying about like how maybe not exactly like the kiss thing, but like sometimes you can just tell kind of like, you know, by like a woman, like, I don't know, something about it, like, you know, you just know that she probably is going to be like a wild person in bed or whatever. Now, I mean, on top of that, is it 100% true all the time? Obviously not, because like was said before, you know, there's a chance that it might not be true at all. I mean, you might just get something that's not even really there that you think is. And that might be part of the letdown when you actually really think you have one of those and you get there, you build it up to be a big thing, and then it's like a letdown. At the same time though, I agree with, I mean, like what Steve said and kind of what Jen said, which is like, I'm more like a physical type person too. I don't mean like, number one, say like he wants to just jump right into it. I mean, I want to get, you know, something going beforehand though. So I mean, I'd rather do that because I mean, like he said, like Jen was saying, I mean, I think it is like kind of like a gateway to know what you're going to be dealing with by having like the foreplay type of thing first. So I think it is important, honestly, but that's just me.
No, I mean, foreplay is cool. I guess foreplay is important, especially like the first time you're dealing with a chick, unless she's the jump off. I mean, foreplay is important. But like the first kiss, y'all go out that one time in that first date, that kiss, that initial kiss, that makes you want to come back. If it's good.
If it's good, yeah, I would say yeah.
The first kiss is like trying on shoes, bro. You did? And you can tell if there's a rhythm there. You know what I mean? If it seems like your mouths mesh together. And if it does, and it's like the perfect first kiss, that intrigues you enough, like, you can't get that out your mind.
Mm-hmm. Can I elaborate on that?
You know? Yeah,
That's what it's
I feel like it's like a dance. You understand what I'm saying? If you dancing with a person and their rhythm is off, you feel me? When you kissing them, they all over the fucking place. If you kiss them and she either you follow her or she follows you, this will dictate pretty much how you are, how you work together. Pretty much in almost any situation, depending on the person. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you know how to follow the rhythm. If she sticks her tongue out, you stick your shit out. She either moves and you move with her.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Then that means you pretty much, in my mind, you gonna follow her rhythm. Now, if she moves in your rhythm, she's following you. So she's telling you all she has to tell you in a kiss regimen.
Yes. And it's like damn near ballet. It's really crazy.
It's a dance.
It's a dance, man.
And if you can't dance with a kiss, you can't dance in bed.
Exactly. And if you can dance with a kiss, man, I guarantee you, the sex is gonna be good. That's just from my experience.
All right, so
I've only had 4 women in my whole life.
you going down? I just heard 5 seconds ago. But it is only that one girl.
Exactly. Over that one girl.
Over that one girl. That was it. My whole life, my first love. All right, so going on like the kiss situation. What if the kiss was really good and sex is bad? Let's just say if the kiss was good and the sex was bad, you want to teach her?
Fuck yeah. Because I want the same shit I got with that kiss with the poops. I would keep it funky.
I feel you. Don P, how you feel about that, man? You feel like kiss thing is true, man?
Well, I got married at a young age, so all of my running around and stuff was done in my teens. And I got married when I was 22. I'm 28 years old now. But back in them days, honestly speaking, I didn't give a fuck. I was trying to get it in.
For a local dog.
You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. Honestly speaking. You know what I mean?
That's the most honest you're gonna get. I didn't give a damn how she kissed or whatever the case is. So you didn't. So all right. So going back to the initial meeting and starting to meet somebody, and starting to date them and sleep with them or whatever the case is. Now you start to sleep with them. The sex is good. The kiss is good. But everything else sucks. Their attitude, everything else sucks. Do you still stay with them and keep the relationship going?
No. You want my opinion?
I'm talking about relationship. I'm talking about a relationship now.
Yo.
Yeah, your opinion. I'm starting to
Alright,
get all around.
Alright, fine. Look, I feel like this. I look past the physical. You understand what I'm saying? The physical is just some bullshit to me. You know what I mean? I look for longevity. Just my personal shit. Can I rock with her 7 years down the line? So if I make a decision, I could rock with her 7 years down the line.
7?
Let's just say, random number, 7 years down the line. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make my relationship work. But if I realize in the first 2 weeks, because you know in the first 2 weeks when you start dating the person,
Yeah, you know.
if they're gonna be a jump off or they're gonna be something for the long run, you know. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
You will work on it and you will try to make it. You try to make it adapt to your situation as best that they can, and depending on the way they respond to that, you know what I'm saying. If she's like, okay, I didn't know, and I'm gonna try, and then you know, okay, this one I could learn from, and she could learn from me, and we can move forward.
You don't think that's a little controlling?
No.
Not
What's controlling about that? You letting her into your world little by little, and she's letting you into hers, but she's being open enough for you to say, hey, hon, I think you gave me what really, really not good.
I'm not even talking about the sex though. I'm talking about what if the sex was thriving. I mean, sex was good. Sex was really good, but everything else, it hurt.
If she's open enough, you can get your point across to her without like disrespecting her. And if she's open enough, she's, you know what, you might be right. Let me try doing it that way. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Pose the same question to Pay Richards.
Well, before I answer that question, I want to ask you something real quick. When you say everything else, do you mean that everything else is bad? Do you mean like as far as like the connection, everything?
Well, you guys connect because you connect in that sexual level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all connect on that sexual level. The sex is always good. You're like, oh my God, it's the best sex partner I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
But she has a nasty attitude when we go outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, just likes to argue. You know? Would you try to change her because the sex is good and you want to keep that sex around?
Nope.
So you would...
She'd be gone. I'm not gonna even lie. And it's not even just because, it's not even just an answer I'm gonna give, like saying like it's just purely physical, because honestly with me it's not. But honestly, if all you have is that, and I mean that could be like the greatest thing I ever had in my life, and it could be mind blowing and everything else. But honestly, if you have that kind of attitude and you're gonna be like whatever, I mean, to me that's not worth putting my time into, honestly, because number one, I think honestly, if you really do want to be with somebody and you supposedly either are in love or want to create that love, then that true love means never changing a person. So why would you want to change the person you're with? And you know what? I mean, if I can't connect with you, maybe somebody else could. Maybe he could. So you know what? Maybe why don't you try to go work things out with him? But it's not going to work with me. And I mean, I would just let you, I mean, I wouldn't be nasty about it, but I just let the person go.
Can I say something in this regard real quick? I think what happened is, I don't know where it got fucked up, but I believe that people pay too much emphasis on the appearance of somebody. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
They so caught up in the appearance of how, yo, I feel this person, my soulmate's supposed to look this way, that way, this way, that way. You can have, let's say I'm a skinny dude, a very big woman that, yo, physically she's not what I would normally go to. You understand what I'm saying? And vice versa for her. But if I'm open enough to let this woman say, you know, date this woman, she could be the best thing for me. Now in today's day and age, I think people get it twisted. They feel that like they have to marry this type of person. This person has to have these prior credentials or whatever the case may be, and their family and their friends put a lot of pressure on them to marry a particular type of person. person or to be with a particular type of person. They don't
But-
even have the balls enough to say, you know what, it's not what you want, it's what I want. Hence we have the problem that we have right now.
But if you think about the question he said, he's saying everything else is bad though. So you're talking about a level if you have somebody that has something good there. I agree with you in that respect, but he's saying if everything else is bad and all you have is a physical connection, what else really is there to have then? I mean, why is that worth
But
having?
if-
That's kind of shallow at that
If you
point.
have the physical connection,
There has to be something.
they have you know that's one thing. That's the sex is a minor problem. That's garbage in my opinion.
That's not garbage.
It is.
Garbage. No,
It is.
It is.
It is. Let me finish. Let me finish.
No,
Hold on. Everybody don't talk about it.
Let me finish. Let me tell you why I feel like that. It's maybe the choice of words I use is too strong. Let me reword it. It's not quick fast. It's not garbage. It's not important. It's important. But it's not
The end all.
right. And we got it twisted. What's supposed to be important is the connection that you have.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so with that, I want to go to 100%. Why do you think that the sex is important as far as a relationship is concerned?
I mean, it's important. Like you could have like everybody here confront all they want. If you're not laying that wood, man, it's a main factor because when she's with her girlfriends, this is what she's talking about. How you're not doing this good, and that begins to sour the relationship because you can bring the flowers, the candy, the teddy bears, and love her to death. But if you're not bringing the wood, she's gonna find somebody else that's gonna bring her the wood. Sex is important. I don't care what nobody tell me here, man. Niggas is
It's
lying.
important. So wait. I'm gonna go to Ben Richards. Come to you, Ben. Can you expound on what he was saying?
Not really, because I agree with what he said. I mean, you know what? Like you said, I mean, I'm not saying people are lying or whatever like that. I mean, because if that's really your opinion, I honestly don't get it, and I don't agree that that's really your opinion, but whatever. But honestly, it is important because you can't sit here and tell me if you had a woman that you connected with. I mean, I'm not saying she couldn't be a good woman or whatever else, but if you connected emotionally, everything else, and she was good for you, you were good for her. But at the same time, when it goes to the bedroom and it's supposed to be intimate, and you lay there and you don't feel nothing, I mean, like you're just doing it as a job pretty much because, you know, it's like, all right, she wants some, I want some. You can't tell me that you're going to want to be with her years and years down the line. Either that or you're going to have a bad relationship and you're going to cheat on her left and right, or vice versa.
Exactly.
Because it's a big deal. It's not nothing. It's a big deal.
Okay, so wait, before you start, let me go over to Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers.
I'm not saying it's not a big deal, but it's not a big deal, but too much emphasis is put onto it. Because, okay, let's say I'm laying good wood, right? But I'm a bum. I don't help her with the laundry. I don't help her when the baby wakes up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I don't help her when she's shopping for grocery. But I'm laying good wood. Women get turned off easily emotionally. So I may be laying good wood, but if I'm not doing the other things that a man is supposed to in a relationship, she's gonna go off anyway, and I'm still laying good wood. Because I'm turned her off to the fact he does nothing to help me do anything, but he has good dick. So I'm not saying it's
Because you have good dick.
I'm not saying
She's saying because you're laying the fucking dick.
Exactly.
But you know what happens?
You know what? He doesn't do shit for me, but he gives me good dick.
She might shit, but she will.
Absolutely correct.
But she will cheat on you.
Yeah.
Trust me, because
She will.
I'm the emotional guy
No, she won't.
that most women come to and talk because I feel that other void. You dig what I'm saying?
But
And
guess
then-
what?
Okay, hold on.
Guess
I'm gonna go
what?
to Kenny B.
Guess what? I have to agree with 100%, 100%.
No shit.
You know why? And I'm gonna tell you this, because I want you to sit there right now, Mr. Rogers, and I want you to think logically about all the girls that you've interacted with, not in a relationship wise, in the hood that you know of that have dealt with your man or dealt with somebody that was a homie of your man. She was with a dude that was laying the wood, but he wasn't shit. She went out and cheated on him and probably found a dude that was doing everything that he was supposed to be doing. He was a good type dude. But guess what? The dude that wasn't shit, in the long run, he still winded up with that girl.
Yep.
Now, this girl got another one. And this girl got everything. The dude, he coming home, he paying the bills, he doing whatever. She run into a nigga that's in the hood, he ain't doing shit with himself, but he got wood. She done left the dude that's doing everything.
Yep.
Now she riding around in the Navigator with this dude, and y'all all standing around like, yo, she with him? I can't even believe that she with him. But she's with him because he's laying that wood. That wood takes
Yeah, but now-
everything.